Imagine turning micro movements in the NASDAQ market into real profits, live right before your eyes. In my live streams, I'll take you straight into the action of scalping NASDAQ futures. Watch as I analyze price action, volume, and order flow to identify scalping opportunities in this fast-paced market. You'll see my trade setups, live executions, and detailed performance breakdowns, all in real time. Stay tuned and follow my journey as I work to master the art and skill of scalping NASDAQ futures. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. We are in medium impact news right now, so no trading for another 2 minutes. I've not taken any trades. I've not gotten any trades. All of the swings were just really huge. So that's kind of what happens when the swings are too big. Not enough pullbacks, really. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Good morning. Are you trading today? I think when we talked on Wednesday, you said that you probably wouldn't be, but I didn't know if you changed your mind. You did trade earlier, and how did it go? Did you trade before news? Before the morning news at 7:30 or whatever time it was? Or did you trade between that? Between that and the open? After NY open like a, it's my sweet spot. Ooh, got you. Okay, makes sense. You traded one micro trenches. Good morning, trenches. Good morning, Janelle. How are you guys this morning? How did the one micro turn out? Was you in a sale? And you up $100? Oh man. Did you decrease your risk because of the news this morning? One, two. 24. Yeah, that's why you did it. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? The market correction is real. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just bleeding now. Oh, he did it for 2 days? I thought he just did it that one day. Wow. Yeah, the way the market has just been swinging back and forth, you definitely can make a lot of money trading micros right now. That is for sure. Especially if you're somebody who likes to leave a runner, like a real runner going. Hell yeah. I don't really like the days when we like close for the day and then we come back the following day, whether it's for like the memorial yesterday or a holiday or something. I hate it because I just feel like the market just becomes so erratic. It's like it's trying to get out everything it wanted to do today and yesterday all in one. And it drives me crazy. Let's see. I really just do not like it. Might be more of this to come, yeah. Oh, it's been a few days now. I got you. I got you. Y'all, when the market slows down a little bit, we're going to talk about Miss Ma'am's video yesterday. Y'all, I just want there to be some level of logic and analytical skills and real research. Please. Please. But we'll talk about it in a little bit. Because statistics are statistics, and regardless of what your video recordings have on them, when you look at the numbers, just look at the numbers. They're public. Nutty does a great job of reporting the numbers every single month. But what cracked me up at the end was how she said she appreciated the whistleblower for coming to her because she really feels like they care about the people. Girl, they are telling you stuff from March of 2024. Whether they had NDAs or whatever the case may be, they are reporting stuff to you from 10 months ago. They are sharing recordings for you or with you from 10 months ago. Are you sitting here telling me that somebody cares about the people when they're reporting something to you from 10 months ago? Like, am I tripping? But I was told that I am too quick to give excuses and justify what the companies are doing. It's people over companies. Yes, it is people over companies, but my mans, I don't want to hear something from 10 months ago. Not when, since the stuff that you're reporting on, they paid out $270 million. I really don't give a shit. But like I said, we'll go over the numbers today. But y'all know, y'all been here with me every day. I will call Apex out publicly. I call them out privately in chats that you guys cannot see, the public cannot see. I call them out. I tell them about themselves. And I'm really thinking about making a Dear Apex video and telling them all the things that's wrong. But can we just please, for the life of me, use just a tad bit of logic just once? I am begging at this point. Please. You jumped in 4 micros yesterday, the longest $180 profit ever. No, I haven't opened up gold in a long time. You mean the dude that quit to start his own? Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know. So some people are speculating that it's not Leo or Martin because they feel like she would have like name dropped them because she's already been name dropping them, but at the same time she was name dropping them previously from public information. So it could be one of them, it could be someone else. I don't really know. But scalped a few orders pre-market, currently up 530. She can't read. She actually. Are you talking about that hefty Kelly one? Yes, Janelle. Yes. Thank you, Amelia. I've always called them out. I'm not finna sit here and defend something that ain't mine. But we can still use just a tad bit of logic. That's just all I asked for. Just use some logic and be unbiased. Like, she swears that the affiliates are so biased, and it's like, my mans, is you show? Have you looked in the mirror today? Because what? And then what gets me is saying that affiliates like myself and Alpine and Patrick and Matt and Nutty and Methodical, like all of us affiliates, we turned a blind eye to things that Apex is doing because we just want to collect a check. Ma'am, you just reported that the COO of Day Traders, who was one of the top affiliates, if not the top affiliate with Apex, was bringing in over $200,000 a month in affiliate commissions, several months of $400,000 a month in affiliate commissions. And last I checked, he was still collecting them commissions after he was so upset about the rug pull in May of 2024 that he wanted to go start another company. Who's turning a blind eye? He sure didn't cut them checks off. He was more mad about anything than any of us affiliates. So if you want to talk about affiliates turning a blind eye, we should be talking about that. And don't sit here and tell me, well, it's his marketing company that's an affiliate, not him. Girl, he runs that shit. Stop playing with me. No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He turned the blind eye because just like he put all of those links out there to get these commissions, he could have shut them bitches off. He could have called Apex, emailed Apex and said, hey, I'm severing ties with my affiliate commissions. Give me my last check. I'm out. He turned the blind eye. Stop playing with me. We cannot just throw logic completely out the window because you hate Apex that bad. We can't. Because if you want to call out any affiliate, it needs to be Mr. Man, not somebody over here who might have gotten $100,000 in affiliate commissions for the entire year, or $5,000 in affiliate commissions in the entire year. We're not gonna do that. No. Nope. You traded earlier. Tell me how long I did. You wasn't even supposed to trade today? Well, trenches, yeah, stick with your micro if you do trade. Sounds like gaslighting. Girl, look. Like, y'all want somebody to report on some shit? Choose me. Okay? Because regardless of how much I do or do not like something or somebody, I could be very objective. Now, there are certain things that I'm going to tell people, don't support a racist. And that's that. There's nothing else to report here. I'm not going to report their payouts. We're not reporting any of that at all. You ain't going to go on my scam list, but you're going to go on my do not support this company because he's a racist. It's that simple. There's nothing more to say at that point. I stand 10 toes down. It is what it is. But you can't You can't want to report certain stuff and then just completely like ignore everything else. Because at the end of the day, the number one company on your scam list has paid out more money than all of these other companies that you have on your entire list. Have they denied payouts? Absolutely. Have they unjustly denied payouts? Absolutely. When Apex 3.0 came out, their software did not work well with whatever they was trying to calculate. It didn't work. I was the first person to point that shit out. I figured that out with the first round of payout denials. Do I think that they did it purposely? No. For what? What's the point? It was clear as day that he really thought when he made that video that he was showing how the software was going to calculate the MAE properly. Did Apex 3.0 slow down the payouts? Absolutely. But see, this is the thing though. It slowed it down because you need a freaking buffer. So is it Apex's fault that people are blowing their accounts before they can get as much money as they want out? You got people that's trying to push it to be able to get the max payout and they're blowing their accounts in the process. Like, but if you don't want people cycling accounts, what do you do? Like I said in the mod chat yesterday, at the end of the day, as much as I don't like John and his 35 million hour long videos, he was correct when he said that the way people are treating prop firms now is not how people were trading with prop firms before. People are treating it like a casino and they are gambling and all they care about is what they put in and what they get out. And I even said, from a trader's perspective, I get it. I get it. It's good business for you when you put in 40,000 and you get out 200 something thousand. I get it. But when we're talking about sim accounts and paying out that much money from people churning and burning from the business aspect from the prop firm, that's not good for business. Number one, you're paying out of sim funds. Number two, if I want, because one of the mods was like, well, that's life or that's business. Like, you're going to want more than you want to get out more than you put in. And yes, people might be trying to find an edge, but you know, for them, all it matters basically is that they're good enough for a couple of weeks, you know, out of a couple of months to be able to get some payouts. And that's cute. But from the business aspect, that does not work. Okay? From the paying out of sim funds. Number two, if the company really wanted, I'm not saying Apex does, because I feel like if you truly wanted to take people live, which I think that they do because they do have some live traders, I think that they would have had a more clear path to live. Absolutely. Because it's no way that you had somebody run up a $2 million balance. It's no way you let somebody run up $1 million balance because you would have had measures in place before then, right? However, on the flip side, if you have somebody who has $1 million balance, but they DCA into oblivion, how can you take them live when you don't want to put that kind of money behind someone who trades that way? What else do you do? You know what I mean? So it's like people just are unable to see both sides of it. If I had a company and I'm trying to fund traders in live accounts, how can I put money behind somebody who has the logic of, I just need to be good for a couple of weeks out of a couple of months just so I can get out more than what I put in? How can I fund that trader? They don't know how to trade. They're just good for a couple of weeks every couple months. You get what I'm saying? So the only way to slow it down is probation. Is it right the way they implemented it? Hell no. No, I've said that from the beginning. It looks like they had a plan and then they realized that plan ain't gonna work. Unfortunately, 64. I just, you can just tell people who have never owned a business because they lack logic when it comes to understanding the business's side of it. Yes, you have to be for the traders, but guess what? If every company was strictly for the traders, we wouldn't have any prop firms available to us because they wouldn't survive. Like, what the Again, where is the logic? I don't get it. Yeah, she went back to FTT. What are we talking about? Oh, well, he said he was turning over a new leaf. Girl, bye. And Q is getting stabbed. Yeah. Yeah, she said people can change, but I guess Apex can't. I don't get it. It wasn't malicious. They just need to fix their stuff. FTT on that. Exactly. And how do you, this other thing, she keeps saying that the DCA enforcement was retroactive. No, it wasn't. I just looked last night at my PA agreement from March of 2024, and DCA is in the agreement. It's mentioned one time, and it literally is the part where you have to have a good trading system, and it basically says you cannot DCA. Like, you can't just keep DCAing. So where is the retroactive? No, they just said, okay, we have enough staff now. We need to enforce this shit. Because again, he told us publicly that he goes through every day and looks at the people with the highest balances. And if you have everybody and their mama losing accounts on the same damn day, and then you realize, oh shoot, they all trade the same way. They're all DCAing into oblivion. Are you not going to enforce that? Nacho, they paid him out. Yeah, they paid him out. Oh yeah, Tick people are having issues right now. I told you she can't read. They had to define what they consider DCA. Yeah. Absolutely. Like I said, it's certain things where I'm just like, y'all need to hire somebody if y'all gonna suck this bad at certain things. But I don't know. I just want people to have just a little bit of logic. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. That's all. That's all I want. But they just don't have that, unfortunately. They don't. And they just refuse to see the other side of it. When other companies are making adjustments and starting out with 7 accounts and then going to 5 and then going to 3, oh, it's fine because they have to protect the company. But when Apex enforces a rule that was already there, it's a rug pull. I just don't get it. That's all. I just don't get it. And it's funny because I'm going to tell y'all something. I literally just said this last night or 2 nights ago. It's crazy how before KellyAnn came out with her videos about Leo and Martin and whatever, I did not see one video on YouTube. I tried. And maybe it's because whoever has videos out there doesn't know SEO, so they're not showing up in search. That could be part of it. 26. But I didn't see one video about day traders. Not one review, not one nothing. 26. Oh, that's very interesting. Y'all, I'm not finna do this today. I refuse. 129. I flat out refuse. Okay, so look. And maybe this is one of the things where I told y'all I used to just put in the order and just get out if you can. I needed this delta to be, this delta was 26. I needed it to be less than 26. It changed to 25 at the, when I tell you the very last second, the last second, it just took off. If that's not annoying. Oh my geez. But anyway, I didn't see one video on YouTube talking about a payout for day traders, a full-blown review. The only time I ever heard anybody even mention day traders is KellyAnn, when she was saying, you know, when she goes through her little scam list, prop list or whatever, she just said that I think she was getting accounts starting in January or something. But besides that, I hadn't heard anybody talk about it. Last night, somebody put out a day traders review video and it popped up in my feed. And I just was like, very interesting. 47. Oh, that just popped down too far. But, yeah, you don't hear anybody talking about the company. If I'm being completely honest and unbiased, because I don't give a damn about Leo, Martin, or none of that, it's not a great company to me. I've said it from the beginning, it's not. First of all, they pretty much just copied Apex, which is fine, whatever. But the other thing for me was, when you first launched the website, you claim to have 100,000 users because Apex's technology, Apex had over 100,000 users and they're using your technology. That was already a problem to me. Red flag. Red flag number 2 is you have one-time fee evals that are not straight to funded. Okay? So I'm paying a one-time fee for an eval, and because there is no recurring revenue or recurring fee, if I fail it, I have to pay for it all over again or pay for a reset. Red flag number 2. Then I have to pay a PA fee to get into a PA. Then in the evals, you have to trade a minimum of 4 trading days. And with that company, you have to, there's a minimum profit that you have to make per day. And it's all based on the account size. Please tell me how and when what I just told you competes with anything out here on the market. Please, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Thought it would order fill. I didn't, Janelle. I didn't even put it in. They copied Apex and took their customer list. You got a text from them? Girl, I wish they... I don't think I did. I'll check, but I don't think I did. Six. Oh, pushed too far down. What the fuck? But anyway, I don't think I ever got a listen. I would have reported them to, because maybe I didn't get it because I'm on the do not call list. Maybe that's why. Because I would have reported they ass so damn fast. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? Amelia, I believe it's for evals as well. Don't quote me. I'll go look because I'm pretty connection lost. Oh, that was my personal account. Is my lifetime license not in there? Hold on, you guys. But yeah, I'll look in a second, but I'm pretty sure it's in evals as well, but don't quote me. $31. Ooh, I got stopped out fast. Oh shit. I almost did not catch that. What did I tell y'all about 9:30? If I don't have a trade by 9:30, we're just not gonna trade. Let me see, 40. Well, that followed my rules, so I can't. There's really nothing I could do about that one. And I caught it fast. I didn't catch it fast enough on one of the accounts. What account is that? Oh, yes, I did. They're all multiplied. I had to make sure the take profit trader didn't get. All right. That's a very interesting trade. I'll have to go back and look. Y'all can see there's more volume in this swing than this one. I have everything solidified the way I think I want it, but you know, you just kind of never know, because with the market conditions and the way that they're trading, sometimes I don't know if okay, what level attached? No example. I'm looking at my TradeZilla and my notes for that. 1218. I have to look, because it probably don't even set up that much, to be honest with you. All right, let me see. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? I thought most of the props copy each other's platform formats. You would think, I mean, especially if it's 111 that is clearly doing well, but you know, you also have to have the backing to be able to do it too. Yeah. 24. That doesn't work. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I bet y'all, I think that trade that I just lost, I don't think I have a lot of examples of that. The delta was more than the previous one, and I believe that most of my data is when the delta is less than, based on that particular volume pattern. So I'll look it over later today, but I'm pretty sure when I go and look, I'm not gonna have enough data for it. pretty sure 37. Which is fine. Like I said before, if I lose trades, but I have it like, hey, this is what my strategy is, I'm cool. I mean, it's annoying to not have anything until that and then it loses, but it's better than losing the way I did on Wednesday with a trade I wasn't supposed to be in. That is annoying. But this market is also annoying, and I'm starting to just want to not trade when we have a day off in the middle of the week. I think I'm pretty over it, actually. I'm pretty over it. I just don't like the way the market moves. I don't like, it's like it's volatile, but it's like, it's not the volatility that still paints consistent patterns from market open to market close. And like I said earlier, I feel like it's because when it's closed for that day in the middle of the week, it's like when the market reopens, we just do all the things that we wanted to do yet the previous day, the day that it closed, and today, and it's just like so erratic and wonky, and it's very annoying. Like to see all these huge swings painting, and there's literally nothing I could do to get into it. There was no setups whatsoever, except there was one that I'm still working on, but I don't want to count that. But I mean, these moves are just too, there's no real pullbacks for real for me to be able to trade in this. Like these, when these happen, it just drops. Now, if I was intraday swing trading, these would be perfect setups. But I mean, look at this. We just went straight up here. And I just so happened to get caught in that bar. But yeah, I'm just starting to really not like trading like that. Hello, what's the delta here? Oh, 5. So that's something that I'm gonna have to consider in the future. Why do I keep losing connection? I keep losing connection and I don't know why. First it was my personal account, and this time it was Apex Trade-Evade. Patrick Whelan is the only one that has 90% off code, limited users only. Did he really have it? Because, you know, in the past when he did that, I think in the past he really did have it, but because other affiliates complained about it when they saw, because he advertised it beforehand, 43, that other people complained about it and then they took it away. So did he really have it? Okay, so I can take that. That's good to know. 43, 42. I'm gonna have to, I've been saying that this particular divergence, it was too restrictive, and I think I finally figured out how to be able to trade it way more often, because it does set up quite a bit. And this would have been one of those examples right there. We did have like a little pullback right there, but it still came like maybe 4 ticks from being a stop out, so it's not like it was that close. But I might feel comfortable taking them now because I've kind of been looking at it for like the last week or so, but I didn't really want to pull the trigger because I wasn't sure. Like, I don't even have it written down on my cheat sheet all the way. I got it written in pen because I'm just so unsure about it. No fail. No fail. You can see we just skipped right through. Anyway, I'd rather use Keamber. Thank you, Amelia. Oh, you have no idea if it's true or not. I got you. Not permanently delete. Keamber should get a code. So I have a feeling he didn't have it. Just talking. He's also on stream with Bretson, but oh yeah, he's not the two. That girl said the two scammers streaming together. I did see he was gonna be there. So Paul, and you guys can tell me how you guys feel about it. So I was talking to my friend about you know, the different affiliates with different companies and stuff like that. How do you guys feel about people who have affiliate codes or are affiliates of companies and they are not consumers of the product themselves? Like, on one hand, from a business aspect, like, what does it matter? You know, if it's a legit company, a legit product, you know, because I'm talking about even outside of network marketing, even outside of, you know, prop firms or whatever. It's like, if it's a legit product and, you know, a legit company, why not? But I also feel like I would feel wrong, I guess you could say, for like having an affiliate code with Knox or My Funded Futures because I'm not a customer there, and that's the only reason why I don't have an affiliate code. But and I also don't want to look like, now to you guys, y'all would know this is not a thing, but I don't want to look like to people who are coming to my channel new that I'm just an affiliate code pusher because, hey, I have a Knox code or I have a My Funded Futures code, but you guys can see I don't trade with those companies. Now, like I told my friend, in regards to My Funded Futures, I wouldn't feel bad about having a code that, I mean, they don't really do discounts like that, but I wouldn't really feel bad about having an affiliate code there and not being a customer because I legit can't be a customer. Like, it's not my fault. I'm a micro scalper, so I can't be a customer there. You get what I'm saying? But for companies like Knox and stuff like that, I don't know. I just feel weird about it, and I don't want to look like I'm just here pushing affiliate codes because I'm not. You know what I mean? But you guys tell me how you feel about it. Two dudes sitting in a warehouse trading. Please, Amelia. What is the people putting these so-called finance gurus on blast? Yes, I have. I have seen that. They're legit. Get that money. Yeah, I guess I'll think about it. That's true. But I did tell my best friend that, like, obviously it's going to be companies that have been around for a while. I know they're legit and I don't feel like it's anything I would need to worry about. I mean, any company can go down at any time. You know what I mean? But I would make sure that it's companies like that. Um but also, like I told him, I said, "Man, if I do that, that also means I got to keep up with all this shit." Like, it's so different when you're keeping up with what affects you. You know what I mean? Because any sales, any changes, like, it affects me because I trade with those companies. Whereas these companies, I still need to make sure that I keep up with them because I'm an affiliate. You know what I mean? So I don't know, you guys. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. 89. And we're coming up on the VWAP. Market is so fucking frustrating. Do what feels right and ethical to you. Yeah, like I said, My Funded Futures, fine, whatever. I also kind of don't want to be an affiliate with My Funded Futures because, I mean, based on whenever I listen to other people and they're talking about the My Funded Futures, it sounds like you can only get, like, you get a 5% discount for using somebody's affiliate code if you use ACH, and that just doesn't, I don't even use ACH, you know what I mean? So it just makes no sense to be an affiliate with them personally. That's just how I feel. I might change how I feel in the future, who knows, but yeah, I'll think about it. I will. Because like I said, it's not even really like a, it's just I would feel weird. That's all. I would just feel so weird. But like, even from the Bulinox perspective, right? Isn't Bulinox heavy on not copy trading with companies? So again, I wouldn't really feel bad about being an affiliate with them because the only reason I would not be a customer of theirs is because you care so much about copy trading, and I'm not finna trade you separately just because you don't want me copy trading. I'll just trade with companies that let me copy trade. Duh. So I don't know, guys. I'll think about it though. And like I said, I just don't want people to get the wrong impression, but you know, I'm not worried about you guys getting the wrong impression. It would be new people coming along and stuff. So 23. All right, so I got filled on the leader account, but the followers did not. Happened too fast. This was my trade right here, y'all. This came literally and hit my entry to the tick, and there was only 6 volume in that candle, and I got 2 of them. I got 2. So it wasn't enough to fill me on everything else. Why can't I pull this damn chart back over? But that trade is starting to be one of my favorites. It just doesn't set up a lot. It's basically like this half trend, the major one, showed that it was weak. So we kind of were playing off the weakness and just plummet. But yeah, it doesn't set up enough, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Up to 20 on crude. You out? Nice job. Have you been trading crude lately, or have you mainly just been trading gold? I feel like we've been hearing more about gold and platinum from you lately and not a lot about crude. How long were you in the trade for? One, two. Got one more pullback. So I can't trade for 3 swings after the 1 bar pullback. So that's one. This one counts as the first one. 1, 2, 3 will be the next one, and then I could trade again. really sucks that I did not get filled on that on the followers. I would be back pretty much break even on those as well. And actually on 3 of the accounts I would be up. It would just be one that I would be break even. One of them I'd be up like 400, and the other 2 I would be up like 120 and about $65. And then the one that's negative 181 would just be, did I change? I did. The one that's negative 181, it would just be break even basically. Or would it? I don't know. No, actually, yeah, I would be positive on all of them. All right, 1 bar pullback again. I also want to look at the counter trend divergence on Fridays again. I used to not take counter trend divergence on Fridays, and because of how like trendy Fridays usually are, and I'm just wondering if I have to go back and do that, because I haven't really been taking counter trend divergence on Fridays. Kind of purposely, but kind of not at the same time. I was going to get into the buy, but we just pulled back too far. You can see the half trend will go through the body of the candle. Oh, you only had to hold it for 15 minutes? Nice. Chino pants from Tommy Hilfiger for work. I'm about to go buy more of the Chino pants? I ain't never heard of it. Only traded most of those. Saw A+ set up on crude 30-minute time frame. Had to jump in. I got you. Right. First off, good morning. Good morning, Applejacks. We missed you. Blue one. I need darker navy blue and black. Chino pants. I'ma look. You said, wait, Tommy Hilfiger. Okay. It's almost there. Nope, it failed. 29. Oh, those look super comfortable. Which one do you get, the slim? Change the color so I can see the detail better. Yeah, those look comfortable. It almost wanted to go right there. I was gonna get into. I'm really not interested in any of the three. In any of the counter trend divergence, just because I don't know if I want to trade it on Friday, so we're just not gonna do it, just in case. This is just so, it looks so great, but it's just so I don't get setups when the market looks like that, and that's ass. 6. Thought we were pushed down. There was like 3 different times it was trying to push down right there. And it finally goes. And I missed it. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. It doesn't matter. I was so worried about the delta. The delta would have been easier for me to trade here, but when it came all the way up here, I needed the delta to be less than 15, and it ended up being 0. But you see, I wouldn't have gotten filled. That bar right there didn't come up far enough, so no harm, no foul. But if we were to react it off of my half trend, I could have utilized the pattern of, as long as it was a trap of the buyers, the delta could have been more than 15, so that made it a lot easier to try to get into it. But like I said, that one, it was no fill anyway. All right, sorry guys, I had to concentrate. Oh gosh, not every engineer's uniform. You bought some more joggers from Trapper Apparel. Trapper Apparel. Oh, those look, yeah. Let me tell you something. If you was my man, you couldn't buy those. The TH logo on the back and the belt loop. Janelle, I love joggers on guys too, but you can't wear them outside. So what's the point of buying them? Market has tanked almost 2% so far. It's a no buy season for you too. Yeah, I just really don't shop. I hate shopping. Okay, so y'all know how I was depressed all December. I didn't leave my house for a whole month. So I didn't get my sister, my mom, or my grandma Christmas gifts like I normally do. And I told them to rain check. So last week, I think when I went out, I went to two different Rosses and I went to Marshall's and I found nothing. And they're very easy to please. Like they don't even want anything. Well, my sister does, but my mom and my granny, they don't care. But I was just like, how do y'all shop? Like I just need to find y'all something on Amazon. It'll be here in 2 days and then we good. Cause no. Mm. Oh, it's Wall Street Trapezoid. I had no idea he had one. It's snowing again. It's supposed to snow here. I hope it doesn't. I actually need to go out today. Oh, it's snowing right now. Thanks, Applejacks. Never mind. I'm not going anywhere. I just need to go around the corner too. Suits on man do it for you. Hold on, huh? Hold on about what, Janelle? That if Trenches was my man, he couldn't wear those joggers outside. He couldn't. Black only. Anything other than black, it's no. Enjoy him in the house. Even ugly men in a nice tailor suit will make you turn your head. It makes them ugly. It turns them from ugly to medium ugly. Then you like, hold on. Nah, cause without that suit, but oh my gosh. I miss. I really need to go out though, y'all. I do. It says it's gonna snow for the next hour. Actually, it's probably gonna snow until 1 o'clock. And I just need to go around the corner. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 24. It's not weak. What I really want to do, I don't know if I'll have time this weekend. It'll probably be Sunday because I'm still, y'all, I had editor's block with my video that's coming out on Sunday, the risk management video. I just ended up having to switch platforms, but I feel like I might switch back platforms. I just needed to buy this really expensive subscription to Envato Elements. Is really not that expensive on a yearly basis. On a monthly basis, they out they mind. Paying $40 a month to have access to like a bunch of stock videos, photos, graphics, infographics, text elements, and stuff like that is a little insane. But it's $200 for the year. You save almost 60%. I listen. So part of the reason why I had editor's block is because I either use CapCut or I use Canva. Canva is better than CapCut in that Canva has a huge library of graphics and like B-roll footage, stock footage. But Canva's not really used for video editing like that. So their editor is very difficult to, it's not difficult to use. It's easy to use, but it's not, it don't have everything you need. And then my problem is all of the text animations look like I'm editing in PowerPoint. Like you could just zoom it in or fade in and out. Like it's no like, you know, the fancy schmancy stuff that I want. But CapCut, so CapCut is a better editor, but it doesn't have as much like footage and stuff because normally people tend to use CapCut for like TikTok videos and things like that. So they don't have a lot of stuff that a typical video editor will use. Now, CapCut is better than a lot of professional software like Premiere Pro and stuff like that because since it's mainly used by, you know, social media influencers or content creators, they have a lot of features that like, and they're instant features and they are really nice features that professional software doesn't have. So I went back to Premiere Pro yesterday, which I hadn't used that in years, so I had to take time to relearn it. But I think I'm gonna go back to CapCut and just, now that I have this library, like, to put it in perspective, for $200 a year, Envato Elements has over 7 million stock videos alone. Okay, I think it's between the stock videos and like motion graphic. No, I think it might. Yeah, I think it's the stock videos and the motion graphic. 7 million. So when I'm sitting here trying to find footage on, there's this free website called Pexels, Pexels, and there is 15. Oh, that doesn't work. And then I also have Canva. Even between Canva and Pexels, I still could not find footage that I wanted. But as soon as I sign up for Envato Elements, because you can sign up for free, or you don't even have to sign up, you can just, search to see what they have. I was like, yo, I'm sitting here looking for like stock footage of, let's say, day traders, and these other two might only have like 20 total between the two, and Envato had like 400. I can't beat that. I just can't beat it. So I went ahead and paid for it, but I think I'm gonna go back to CapCut today. But we'll see. I'm all over the place right now. I am. Um I think I can solidify a couple of things. I didn't because I'm where I am right now and we only got a couple minutes left, I wouldn't have gotten filled there anyway. But this is another one that I think I want to take. This divergence here is another one that I think I want to take. But like I said, I'm gonna make sure that I know for sure by next Friday if I want to take counter trend divergence on Fridays. We'll see, because I didn't even look at any of the other ones today. So this one won, yeah, but some of the other ones earlier could have possibly lost. I don't know. But this one I wouldn't have gotten filled on. Hey S, good morning. How are you this morning? Yeah, Premiere Pro. Send them to you. I was facially challenged until one day I saw him in a suit. Oh, you wish you was just joking, but he gonna take the suit off, Applejacks. Yeah, that is a lot of stock. You used to use Premiere Pro 20 years ago. Wow. I don't remember how long ago it was that I used Premiere Pro. I'm not quite sure, but I know because I didn't realize that I used it until I was in there last night and I was learning it. When I first opened it, I said, I've seen this before. And then I realized that, yeah, I've used it. And I remember that I stopped using it because it just was so much. I'm like, hello, I don't need all. I'm like, this is just information overload. I'm not trying to be a professional. I just want to edit my videos, honey. That's it. And so at that point, I think that's when I switched to either Filmora or Lightworks. So I've used Final Cut Pro when I had a Mac. I've used Filmora, Lightworks, Premiere Pro, CapCut, and now Canva. And out of all of them, I probably like CapCut the most as far as like how easy it is to use. I feel like once I master using CapCut, if I need things additional to that, I can go back to Premiere Pro, but I don't think I need Premiere Pro from what I'm trying to do. I thought I would need it because of like needing better, like access to better motion graphics and stuff like that. But in Envato Elements, all of those things I can pull into CapCut anyway, so I don't really need the more professional editing software for it. But yeah, you getting tired? You may stop soon. Stop. It's Friday. You green. Get out. You signed up with speech to video. So, They actually, CapCut has a text to video, which is actually pretty cool. I did use it. It didn't find the footage that I needed, but that was before I signed up for Envato, so I didn't really care. But they actually, that's the other thing. CapCut has a lot of AI features, like a lot. And I also like the fact that I can do my captions and stuff because it's really good when you have closed captions versus like the auto captions that, YouTube gives you. But also, if I wanted to have the captions on the videos, it does it automatically and it's actually pretty good. So I'm not that person that like presses the auto caption button and just lets it say whatever it says. No, I go through and I edit it to make sure whatever. Um, but yeah, CapCut just has a lot of great features. I'm not gonna lie. It does. All right, that's the end for me, guys. I'm gonna show you guys the accounts and also tell you guys what this week was like. Who remembers when you used to pay once for Adobe Pro? Girl, hello. Now they want you to pay monthly. Honey, who? You still using Adobe CS3? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Bro, stop putting that in the middle. All right, there we go. All right, so today wasn't that bad, I guess. Especially because my loss was something that was a legitimate setup, so I can't be really mad at it. And like I said, if I would have gotten filled on the other trades, we would have been green on all accounts. But that trade also took profit in 1 second. So my entry was 950 18 and then the exit was 950 19. And like I said, that particular candle that I got filled on only has 6 volume in it. So yeah, and I was 2 of them. I was 2 of them. As far as the trade performance for the week, let's see. I ended up being negative 687. It really was from that one day because I'm pretty sure yesterday or Wednesday and today were my only losing days. Now looking at just the leader account, because obviously if the followers don't get filled, that's not my problem, right? So just looking at what my strategy did for the week and just looking at the leader account, it looks like, let me go into the trades. It looks like for the week I won 3 trades, lost 3 trades to be break even. So my P&L for the week on my leader account is negative $16. Who can be mad at that? Who could be mad at that? So, I mean, taking into consideration that I'm trading 5 accounts, being down basically $700 for the entire week across 5 accounts, whatever. Whatever. And then the few losses that I did take this week, like the loss yesterday was I took another loss. So the first loss of the week, that was the day that I was break even that particular day. I already mitigated that one out. I already see what the issue was with that one. And then the one that I took on Wednesday, well, that was an invalid trade. I didn't wait enough swings after the 1 bar pullback, so we can't even count that one. And then today, like I said, once I go and I look at that particular volume pattern, I'm almost certain I don't have a lot of examples of it. When I went to look into my notebook, the last time I looked at that particular thing was December 18th. And if I'm not, now I hadn't done a lot of tracking that particular one, because what happens sometimes is if I have it set in my mind that like this is like the only pattern that I'm looking for, I won't really track the other ones unless I start to think that I'm seeing a pattern of like, yo, I think this has been setting up quite a bit and winning. So every time it sets up, I'll start to track it. So prior to December 18th, I don't really think I was tracking it that much because I had already decided that it wasn't a setup. So, whatever. But I'm almost certain though that when I was looking over some of the setups, that like the potential setups, when I was looking on December 18th, I actually believe that I went back all the way to when my data started November 4th, and I think I physically looked at my charts instead of looking at what data I had in my notebook, because I knew that all of these setups were setups that I had already wrote off. So I think that I just need to look from December 18th to today, and I'm quite sure there's not enough examples, because up until December 18th, there was only one. That alone should have made me say, all right, this is not something I want to trade, because obviously this doesn't set up often. So why are we even going to trade it? So after I look today, that's probably something that's just going to be cut anyway. So, oh, good morning, KellyAnn. How are you? Good morning. What's my take profit? Yeah, it's just Keamber. Thank you, Amelia. Yeah, I'm gonna always try to get the just Keamber, and if somebody has it, I'm gonna tell that company to deactivate and give it to me, because it's my name. Shouldn't nobody have that damn affiliate code? But yeah, that's my affiliate code. Good morning, KellyAnn. The whistleblower reached out to you early summer. I ignored them thinking they were scammers too. Oh, okay. Well, I guess. Still, I just feel like, why don't other people like come forward with stuff? Listen, I understand that people don't have platforms or whatever. Like, okay, I'm not a YouTuber who has 200,000 subscribers or whatever the case may be. But let's be real here. People who make I got my payout denied by Apex videos, they might not get a lot of videos, but they're gonna get a lot of views, but they get a lot of views on that video. Or if you're on Facebook or Twitter, whatever, go post something somewhere. But I mean, if you thought that they were scamming or scheming or whatever, then it makes sense why you didn't say anything. But I just still, we'll see. I'm interested more in the actual footage. I know that you transcribed it, and that's fine. I don't think that you would transcribe something incorrectly knowing that you're going to post the video. I want to see the video. But the biggest thing is that the conference and the conference call or video conference, whatever, is from March of 2024, supposedly, because, and I'm making that inference because of the screenshot that they sent you about the 85,000 PAs in March, and how John said he needs to, somehow get rid of them. But when you look at the statistics of the payouts in March and around that time, from February to March, there were 3,200 more payouts transactions from February to March, and the payout amount doubled from 13 million to 25 million. And even after that, it continued to stay around 25 million for months. So even though on the video he said he's trying to figure out what to do with these 85,000 PAs, clearly nothing was done, because the company continued to pay out double from what it was before that conference call even came about. So that's the part that's just like, okay, well, whatever he says on the video, what does it really matter? Because obviously nothing was done. That's all. More drama. No, she put out a video. There's a whistleblower saying that basically they recorded John when he asked them not to, which whatever. But they recorded John Skelton in a conference call, basically showing how they had 85,000 active PAs, and he had a list of people who were on day 8. And back then you needed 10 trading days in order to get to a payout. And he basically was like, we have this list of people who are at day 8. And so, I got about 50 different ways to reach out to these people to say, hey, we're monitoring your accounts and blah, blah, blah. Now, a lot of the video requests actually were people who were doing these "we trade for you" type things, or people who were trading from multiple IP addresses and things like that. Were some of the people legitimate traders? Absolutely. But guess what? Those people who got the video request, who did the video request, they got their damn money. Was it some people who didn't? Yeah, who knows? Like, everybody doesn't give you the full story, right? But anyway, so the whistleblower gave Kellyanne those recordings, and she's gonna post them on some, I think on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, X, whatever y'all want to call it. She's not gonna post it on YouTube. But for me, I like to look at statistical data. So if you're gonna show me the statistical data of proving that he was talking about the 85,000 PAs and how they need to do something about it, because this is the other thing, you guys. If they needed to do something about it in order for the company to stay healthy, because if all of these 85,000 people get to a payout, then we have a problem. I don't understand the issue here. As long as they're not doing something illegal, right? Because do we want the company to still stay afloat or not? Why is it okay for other companies to reduce the number of PAs, to change this rule, to do whatever to make sure the company stays healthy, but whatever Apex does to stay healthy and stay in business is a fucking problem? I'm confused. And it's not like, I don't care what people think about Apex, how they feel about Apex. I don't give a shit. But I just want people to think beyond their frustrations, beyond their bias. That's all I'm asking. Oh, I'm gonna look out for the video. You see when I commented on your video, I just talked about all the other stuff, because I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you about Apex. I'm not gonna be nutty, okay? I'm not. It's fun to go back and forth, but you know, it's clear that you have your bias. It's clear that you have the way that you think, and nothing that Apex does is going to change your mind. Other people and other companies get second, third, fourth, fifth chances, but Apex does not. And that's fine. You know, that's your prerogative. That's your judge. So it's no point in going back and forth at all. No. See, Kellyanne, that's where you got things wrong. I ain't defending nothing. I do not, listen, I don't defend Apex. I don't defend any company because I don't own it. I'm not going to defend anything that I do not own because I don't see what's going on the back end. Now, companies that I have owned, absolutely, I'm going to defend it because I know what I do and do not do. I know how I run my company and how I don't run my company. All I'm saying is statistics. That's it. The thing about the affiliate and them giving them free resets or free accounts and, hey, go long and short and only show the profit. Listen, whatever. I don't care about that. I don't. Because guess what? It's a marketing tactic, right? And regardless, whose fault is that these people actually did it? Because guess what? If Apex or any other company came to me and asked me to do the same thing because of my morals and ethics, I'm not going to do it myself. But regardless, if that's what gets you signups to your company, and I mean, people still have to trade themselves. So I personally don't care about that, because that's up to the affiliate to have morals and ethics or not. Apex has never said they were sorry. Oh gosh. I never think you're welcome, S. I think there will be people who will continue to trade with Apex no matter what. It's learned. I respect their choices. Oh, people absolutely. Listen, I tell anybody, I don't have a problem with Kelly, and I can show you all kind of screenshots of me saying that. I think that sometimes your bias misguides you, but informing people, I don't have a problem with, because there needs to be somebody who keeps people abreast of these things, right? But like I told you in the comments of the video the other day, you know, don't think that I am somebody that is quick to defend or justify or excuse anybody's actions, because I don't do that. Anybody who's still in the stream right now, a lot of these people have been watching me for months and months and months, and they will tell you I am the first person to call Apex out on their shit. And like I even told you in your comment section, there are battles that I fight for the traders that you all will never see, because it's in private chats with staff members, upper management. Okay, You guys would never see it. So don't think that I'm out here defending Apex, because I don't. I was the first person to tell upper management, tell Daryl, and tell John that I felt like when they came out with the probation for live email, you put it on people's dashboards on a Friday and you waited until Monday to email them. I told them it looks like y'all did it on purpose, because when you put it on, when you emailed them, they had to trade 10 days from there, and that pushed them beyond the payout window. I was the first. I could show you proof if you want to. I was the first person to say that. Why do you think he addressed that? If you go look at the John's video, why do you think he addressed that? He saw I said it. So again, I fight battles y'all would never know about. Go look in Kage's Discord. There was a guy who came in there a couple of days. Go look up Brandon's post. You will see the guy said something about, oh, another Apex mod, something about like this is a code or something, and I'm taking up for them. And Brandon practically cussed the dude out and said, no, y'all don't understand. She fights battles for you fucktards. Like, this is shit that don't even concern me. It ain't affecting me, but I still fight the battle. So we fight battles. We just fight them differently. That's all. That's all. What's the difference between Forex and futures trading? Forex sucks. No, Leonardo. Hold on. Yeah, Forex, like KellyAnn said, it's not regulated. If you trade indices, you need to trade futures. One thing that you have to understand with Forex is that when you trade futures, there's an exchange, the CME, okay? So no matter what platform you use, no matter what broker you use, everybody has the same data. So if I look at this broker versus this broker, the prices are going to be the same because it's all on the same exchange. And Forex, all of these brokers, you know, they have their own data basically. So when you are trading the NASDAQ on a Forex broker, and then you have another Forex broker, those prices of NASDAQ are going to be different because they're not on a centralized exchange. And then when you compare it to the futures prices, they're not going to be the same either. You also have spreads on Forex brokers that you are not going to see in futures. And they manipulate data. It's that simple. I always tell people when I used to trade Forex, I remember I was in a GJ buy on Trader's Way, which Trader's Way ended up getting banned from Missouri years ago. But I was in a GJ buy, and out of nowhere, there was this huge candle that spiked down, huge wick, went back up. I mean, it was a clear stop hunt. Like, it was clear as day. Then price just kept going. And when you looked at other unregulated and regulated brokers, that never happened. So I tell people, stay away from Forex, trade futures, especially if you're going to trade indices. Now, if you just so gung-ho about trading currency pairs, whatever. But if you trade indices or even gold, you know, crude oil, whatever, trade it on futures. So should look out for each other. I'm sure you do too. There are many props there, tools to me. I don't have personal. KellyAnn, I am the same way. Trust you me. I believe that prop firms should be used for leverage, and people should be taking their money and putting it into a personal account. I've been saying that from the beginning. I don't know why people are so gung-ho about staying in props, but I also believe that it is because instead of people utilizing the leverage of prop firms to get payouts, fund a personal account, use it to develop and perfect a strategy and things like that, people are instead utilizing it from a business perspective of how much can I put in and how much can I get out. And that is a problem, because if the prop firm industry shut down tomorrow, some of these people who are getting $20,000, $10,000 payouts, even $5,000 a month would never make that amount of money in a personal account because they don't have a strategy. As long as they're good for a couple of weeks, they can get a payout. You can put in $100,000 and get 271 out. But because they're getting payouts that some people have no desire of fixing their strategy, of fixing anything, because shit, I'm $170,000 net profit this year. I'm $50,000 net profit. Who cares? There are people who are spending $5,000 a month on eval and PA fees. But because they got 7,500 out, they don't care. They're net 2,500, and that's insane to me. It's insane. But yeah, I don't have a personal interest in, I don't own none of this shit. I don't give a damn. As long as you pay me, I don't care. As long as you are paying people consistently, whatever. No prop firm is perfect. No prop firm will ever be perfect. There are going to be things that happen. I just want the same grace that people give other companies. If you're going to give certain companies grace, you need to give it across the board. And that's all I'm asking. That's it. That is it. And, you know, in regards to Apex never coming out and apologizing to people, what do you want them to apologize for? What is it? I don't think they should apologize for denying 3,000 payouts to people who were DCAing when it was in the contract. I looked last night at my March 2024 PA contract. DCA is in there. So what do you want them to apologize for? Even when it comes to their software not calculating MAE properly when 3.0 first came out and them fixing it, why do they need to publicly apologize for that? Do they have to apologize for everything? And this is a genuine question. Like, as a company as big as that, what are they apologizing for? Even like in your video, you talked about you compared the rhythmic and Tradeovate issues to the my Forex funds and what they were doing in the CFTC lawsuit and everything. My only gripe with that is when these things were happening, why, and again, this is logic. Why would we think that Apex was doing it purposely because they were the only ones having the issue when all of these companies have their own server with Rhythmic and with Tradeovate? And if they have significantly more users on their server than other companies, why would we think they're doing it on purpose? And when these things were happening, they were resetting accounts for free. That's all I'm asking. You're not going to change your view on Apex? That's fine. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. Because when you are set on something, if after everything you have in your mind, you're set on something and you are doubling, tripling down on it, then fine. There's no problem with that. There are certain things in my own life where I don't care what this person apologizes for, whatever, no. It's just like with Danny Trades. Why would anybody take that man serious? He apologized privately to the same people that he publicly attempted to humiliate and piss off by being racist. He quadrupled down on what he said. Why would anybody take up for that? I don't want to hear somebody told me, oh, well, he's not racist. He was just trash talking. There are a million words in the English dictionary, in the English language. You could have used so many more to trash talk somebody other than saying racist stuff. So in that instance, it does not matter how much they pay out, how many times he apologizes, don't matter what his co-founder says, because his co-founder has said crazy stuff on Twitter in regards to trans people. A lot of hate speech about basically they should die or be killed. Absolutely. Nobody would change my mind with those people. So I get it. We are being unbiased. We would admit that Apex has terrible rules, a history of issues with trader payouts, and terrible customer support. Oh, they absolutely have terrible customer support. But part of the terrible customer support was because they didn't have enough staff. And now when people talk about the terrible customer support, they're talking about, hey, I got denied and I reached out to support and they're not giving me an answer. Well, that's not, support can't give you an answer. That's part of knowing the back end of somebody's company. It's compliance that would need to give you an answer. And part of the reason why compliance doesn't give certain people or certain answers to certain things is because if they have people who are like, okay, for instance, when people were doing the bond stuff, right? All these bonds people were publicly talking about how their payouts kept getting denied. They weren't getting an answer and they don't know why they keep getting denied. But guess what? Months later, when Apex removed treasuries and all these other companies removed treasuries, and they finally said, hey, the reason why we removed treasuries is because of SIM abuse. Obviously, there's a reason why compliance and why support didn't tell these people in the process of them investigating why they were getting denied. Now, I have said from the beginning, the improper risk management email, no. You need to tell me if I violated the 30% or the 5-to-1. And again, there are battles that I fight that y'all don't know about. I already asked the payout team, the head of payout team, hey, got a question for you. Where is the day 16? Where is these detailed reports that y'all been talking about? Stop over-promising and under-delivering. Well, apparently, the detailed reports that people are supposed to get based on the FAQ and based on what John said in this video is still being worked on. Probably because, guess what? They got to get the technology together. Daryl said in an interview, a new back office was already coming. He said this before all the Leo stuff even became public. He been said this. And I said, okay, well, if the detailed reports are still being worked on, where's the day 16? Because John said in the video, the day 16 was already a thing. Oh, well, the reports were supposed to take the place of that. Okay, but they didn't. So where is the day 16? Apex 3.0 was all about you shouldn't be having no more payout denials, but you're having them because there's no day 16 to tell people, hey, don't go and request. But then at the same time, you also have payout denials that are happening because people are purposely, because the only way for you to reset the violations that you have is to go and request and get denied. But yeah, the terrible rules, that's subjective. I don't think the rules are terrible. But I also am a scalper. And I also, on one hand, you have people like yourself who say that the rules are terrible, but then you have this group of people, this huge group of people who publicly admit that the new rules of Apex 3.0 made them better traders. They're not blowing their accounts as much. They're getting more payouts. They're taking their profit. They're not holding for so long for no reason. Do you know how many people are screwing themselves up because they're holding trades for so damn long? For what? Take your money and go. Go get in again. So that part, subjective. Bond traders found an edge in the data. I don't know if I can call them scammers. No, KellyAnn, they're scammers. Because now there's two parts of it. You have one group that were not scammers and you have another group that were. The group that were scammers were the people who, there were people who publicly admitted in Discords and on Twitter that they knew that the data was incorrect. They knew it and they still continue to trade it in the way that they were trading it. That's a scammer. That is a schemer. You knew. Now the people that they taught, if you come and teach me this strategy that works on bonds during this particular time, but you don't tell me that it's manipulated data, or not manipulated, but I wouldn't normally get filled if I'm in live, but because I'm in sim, it works. If I go into this trading, this strategy, not knowing that it's sim abuse, obviously I'm not the scammer. But this group of people, and the group of people who were teaching it are the group of people who were loud on Twitter and YouTube and Discord channels. That is why when all the information came out about the sim abuse with treasury bonds, all of those people deleted their social medias. All of those people got out of these Discord groups. Scammers. You can fault them for it. Pamela, otherwise she'd be posting both sides. Yeah, you just take it for what it is. It's opinion. Part of it is facts because of whatever back end stuff that she has that she's gonna come out with. Like I said, I don't have a problem with anybody reporting anything. I just want the unbiased part. That's all I'm asking. Because the reality is, you probably have people who would end up being whistleblowers of all these. None of these companies are completely clean. Let's be real here. Because again, you still have to protect the interests of the company. Why does everybody think that the companies are specifically supposed to be all for the traders? Actually, in actuality, any company that says it's for traders by traders, I don't want you, because it's not the truth. Because if you were for traders, all of the rules would be so great across the board for all traders, whether scalpers, intraday swing traders, whatever. And guess what? The house would have no edge, and they would make no money, and they would be upside down, and they would be closing down. So adjustments have Apex retroactively? No, they never did. They never retroactively did anything. They didn't shut anybody's accounts down. They didn't take away profits. All they said was, hey, we're now enforcing this thing we been already had for y'all not to do. It's in the PA agreement. It's in the FAQ. We've allowed y'all to make money off of this because we didn't have staff to enforce it. And now that we do, hey, payouts denied. But guess what? When you go look at the payouts, Nutty posts it. And when he posts it, he always shows from like 2023 to now what the payouts were. Look at the payouts around that time. You can't call that a rug pull. Go look at the data from May to June. You know why the payouts look that way? Because people were able to request in the very next payout cycle without DCAing. That's it. You must scalp, but if you scalp too little, denied. I don't know anybody who scalped too little and got denied, KellyAnn. If you close too fast, denied. Who? Please show me these people who got denied because they scalped too small or they closed positions too fast. Please show them to me. Because a lot of the people who scalp too little and they get denied is because of their risk to reward. That's why. You can DCA. Intraday trailing inconsistency. These props are all over. I don't have a problem with consistency. I don't. Especially when you have props out here with a 20% consistency. I don't think a 30% consistency is that bad. I don't. Intraday trailing drawdown, again, that's all subjective. Because if it's helping people to take their money, like, get your money and go. I've seen some people recently who were doing way better when they were scalping than when they're trying to hold for longer. Why? Because they are so set on this runner getting them 50 points because they saw somebody get 50 points. And guess what? If they actually sat down and look at the statistical data, if they stop decreasing their position size to try to get these huge moves, and instead go back to what they were doing before, they would make more money. Because you don't know if the market's going to go 50 points. But if your strategy shows that you can consistently get 10, get your 10 and go. And to be honest with you, if you look in Discords at some of these streamers, they will literally tell you that they do better on the companies that have intraday trail and drawdown. And here is why. Because with end of day drawdown, they will tell you it's the psychology, but we all know how big psychology is when it comes to trading. They will literally tell you that because they don't have anything stopping them from making a whole bunch of money, because they have this huge drawdown, because it's the daily drawdown, right? They will tell you they blow more accounts. They will. Even Alpine will tell you he just can't get with it on Top Step because with their not being a max payout or anything like that, he goes big. He keeps blowing his damn accounts. So again, some of this stuff is subjective. Just because you don't like a rule doesn't mean that other people don't. It doesn't mean that it doesn't help other people. Oh yeah, call them. They ain't gonna tell you nothing, girl. They banned you for a reason. They don't want to talk to you. Real path to live. No Sam, only props for me. I won't trade a Bulinox or Apex. I won't trade a Bulinox because you can't copy trade. All of the U Profit people get denied for scalping. Yeah, and now U Profit, now that is a scam. The way that they retroactively did stuff and shut people's accounts down for stuff that they did before you enforced stuff, like, come on. But I mean, a lot of companies, that's why I'm very limited to what companies I can trade, because I'm considered a micro scalper. Like my trade earlier won in 1 second. You cannot force me to hold this trade. Let me see if I can find it. We were in an uptrend and right here. I go for the same 4.5 points. This 4.5 points literally happened in 1 second. So fast that my followers didn't get filled. The bar that I got filled on, there was only 6 volume and I was 2 of it. Right? You're going to deny me for being precise? You're going to deny me for trading momentum? Like, I get it, but guess what? I can't say that your rules suck. I can't say that people shouldn't trade with you. That's your rules. Fine. I just won't trade with you. I'm not holding this trade. Now, this particular time, it would have been nice to hold it for 10 seconds, but you can't force me to hold it when my edge shows that 4.5 points is it. We should have the live this long every day, Paul. Paul, I be having shit to do. But yeah, I mean, you just have to find the prop that works for you. Whether it's the rules, the payout rules, the eval rules, whatever. Like, there are certain companies I would never trade with. Day traders is one of them. I don't see a point in having one-time fees on evals when I have to pay a one-time fee for PAs. And then you want me to trade a minimum of 4 trading days and I have to meet a minimum profit target in order for it to count for a trading day. No, thank you. You want to talk about rule? Like, no, I don't like that. If I'm going to pay a one-time fee, it's going to be straight to funded. All right. Or it could be like, well, no, because they're still monthly. I was going to say my funded futures because they don't have an activation fee, but no, there's nothing about that company personally that I find attractive in any way, shape, or form. Or trade your own personal account. Exactly, Amelia. Exactly. Trade your own account. I went with static accounts because you're assuming. Oh, that makes sense. Am I hearing things? Are you playing very, very quiet Christmas music? It's not. It's not Christmas music, but there is like music that's really, really low in the background, though. Good night, Paul. Good morning, night. You trying the MFFU expert accounts now? Oh, you just spammed something. No, it's because you put MFFU in capital letters. Sorry. My bot don't like it. Not the who the heck are you? But yeah, MFFU, they're cool, but okay, wait. Here's my question. Isn't MFFU the futures version of the Forex company that was purposely bombing people's accounts? Or am I wrong here? Weren't they the ones where it was a whistleblower who was showing that Matt, like, number one, Matt got with a company that does, I don't know if it was signals or like copy trading people's accounts, whatever. Oh, it was a bot. I think it was a company that sold a bot. And he was trying to convince him to decrease the win rate on the bot. And he was going to give him some money on the back end kind of thing. Wasn't that Matt? Wasn't the Forex version of his futures prop firm the company that the whistleblower came out with information and that people who had really big accounts, they basically bombed them on the back end? Am I wrong here? Because if I'm right, why does anybody with morals or ethics trade with MFFU? I mean, if this is all I'm saying, if the information that you got from what Apex did, and Apex wanted to do because there was 85,000 PAs, right? They wanted to bomb them. Now, based on the statistics of the payouts, they clearly didn't. But whatever back end stuff that you saw makes you solidify your I will never be an Apex fan. Why would you trade for my funded futures? And Matt said he was wrong for that. He said he was wrong for it, but he did it. No, you fine, KellyAnn. I forgot the bot even did that. I think they bought them out or something. They pay out. But KellyAnn, okay, they pay out. But Apex pays out too. Apex pays out too. Now, if you're talking about you don't see a lot of denials, well, that's a whole nother thing. But their company is set up in a totally different way, right? But I'm just saying from a moral standpoint, you said specifically that after the stuff that you saw with these recordings and stuff like that, you definitely, because of what they were doing to traders on the back end. But Matt did something, right? So does Matt only get a pass because he said, oh, I was wrong for it? Because Scott also said he was wrong for shit, and then he rug pulled $10 million. Like, who people are is who people are. That don't change. When you get a lot of complaints, that's when you start looking at stuff. Okay. Where's Tick Tick on your list? Because I forgot to look. Is Tick Tick on the scam list? Or the highly discouraged or strongly don't recommend list? Amelia. I just want us to be fair across the board. And honestly, after talking about this, no, I'm not going to be an affiliate with my funded futures because I forgot about that until just now. I mean, I can't trade with them anyway, but I mean, morals are morals and ethics are ethics, and it is what it is. Some people stand for some stuff, some people don't, and you know, some people get second chances and others don't. You love Tick Tick. Well, girl, go look at what they doing to some people. Go look in Kage's Discord and look for Luis Dan, I think is his name. So recently Tick Tick, so he was at his payout threshold, and I think that he scalped or something, and they considered it micro scalping. He already reached his payout threshold, and actually when he was scalping like that, he ended up losing money. Not only did they deny his payout, but they also, I don't want to call it probation, but they basically told him if he does it again, they're going to shut him down. But they deactivated his accounts. He had $162,000 balance, and they basically started him back over at 150, even though his gains were legitimate gains. Go look at that. In Trade Kage's Discord, search for Luis Dan. I think is his name. Let me go make sure. But yeah, they put him back at 150. And if I'm not mistaken, he did not scalp in that like 5-minute time span that Tick Tick tells you can't scalp in. Yes, Luis Dan is his name. LUISDAN 13. Go look at his messages. They are very strict on scalping the open. He said he didn't scalp the open. They are not banning people. They are giving them another chance. Good morning. Why did I almost call you Javier? Leo, stop playing with me. Change your name. But giving him another chance by resetting his account and taking $12,000 of his profit? Now, how can you... Okay. You saying Tick Tick are not banning people, they're giving them another chance. So how can you say it was a rug pull of 3,000 traders for payouts when Apex didn't ban them for the DCA. They gave them another chance. They didn't take their profits away. Tick just took this man's profit away. Tick's rules are ridiculous. Apex is light years better to trade with. Well, according to KellyAnn, Apex's rules are just trash, okay? They're trash. They're trash. I don't see the problem with them. And this is why I said a lot of things are subjective. KellyAnn thinks Tick is great. Mike is like, Tick's rules are ridiculous. And this is why I say that your bias gets you with certain stuff, because you can't be gung-ho about certain things that are just so subjective. What you hate, other people love. What you love, other people hate. Yes, Applejacks, I am. It's the KellyAnn syndrome. Nutty does the same thing. I'm finna go. I gotta edit this video for Sunday. And I gotta start all over at a different program platform. And now, I know from the video, I saw they designed rules to avoid paying out. Tick didn't even have a path to live until last month. Well, would you look at that? They designed the rules to avoid paying out. Okay, so KellyAnn, let's. I ain't finna do this with you today because I really do gotta edit this damn video. If they created Apex 3.0 to avoid paying out, okay? Number one, John said that publicly. Did he not? He said that he was trying to find a way to create some rules to prevent payouts to what they deem as the people who are scheming, scamming, gaming the system, whatever one of those three phrases you want to use. He publicly said that. He said he wanted the rules to be able to prevent that, but there are going to be some people who get caught in the crossfire. So that's number one. Number two, KellyAnn, every company that makes changes, whether it's to the number of accounts you can have, the rules that they have for payouts, every company makes changes to prevent payouts. Why? Because when they run the statistics and they run the analytical data, it shows that if they continue on this path, they will be insolvent. When you have a company that launches with 7 accounts and then they go down to 5 and then they go down to 3, there's a reason for that. Why is it okay when they do that? But when Apex changes rules, because I mean, would we have liked for them to just keep the other rules but make it go down to 3 accounts versus 20? I think people love the 20 accounts, right? So if they wanted to keep the 20 accounts that people like, but they still have to make sure that they can stay in business, are they not supposed to make changes to make sure that they prevent payouts so that they can stay solvent? Like, this is where logic and critical thinking. Bye, KellyAnn. Thanks for coming by, because you got me here 45 minutes after I was supposed to be gone. Every company first responsibility. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Now, when you doing certain stuff, it's like, all right, now hold on. But I can't be mad at a company for changing something in order for them to stay afloat. I don't want the company to go nowhere. Shit, I'm trying to get my money out before you go, if you do go. So if you got to make changes, whatever. And guess what? If I don't like the changes, I'll go elsewhere. Y'all saw when I added Top Step, I still haven't passed my next eval yet. And I said I'm not going to trade my PA until I do. But guess what? Even though the Apex changes do not affect me, because I do see how it's affecting some people, even though they don't trade the way that I do. All right, well, let me dabble in over here too. I told y'all I chose these 3 companies for a reason. Top Step, because hey, there's no, consistency rule. Just make your $200 a day, withdraw 50%. Cool. Take Profit. I chose them because there's no payout window. There's no max payouts. There's no none of that. You could withdraw whatever you want over the thresholds. So guess what? That's why I added them. So that's going to be my trifecta. I don't need a bunch of accounts everywhere. You're not going to see me talking about I trade 90 PAs. That's too much. I'd be stressed the fuck out. I would. Exactly, Christy. You love the 20 accounts. So if they have to stay solvent by making changes, would you rather keep the 20 accounts, or do you want them to keep the rules that would have everybody being paid out, but you only get 3? What? It's got to be a give or take. We know you don't like Apex, KellyAnn. Getting these chats. Yes, listen. KellyAnn loves talking about how much she hates Apex. I don't like props that habitually deny payouts. KellyAnn, most of the people who got denied payouts, did they ever show you proof? And I'm not, again, I've said from the beginning that with 3.0, especially in the very beginning, that first 45 days, 60 days until they fixed the back office and how it was calculating stuff, hey, really, we just hit 60 days. But the first 45 days or so, not going to fault them for that. You thought the software was calculating properly? Whatever. Because I even said, you want people to go get a trading journal to prove something wrong to you. When how does the trading journal, most of these trading journals is not going to show you MAE properly, because they pull, when you export the data from NinjaTrader or other platforms, it asks you to export from the executions tab, and the executions tab does not have the MAE data. The trades tab does. So how is this software supposed to properly show the MAE when the platform that they're exporting data from doesn't even give you the data? I said that. Tradeovate, you don't even have MAE in the data. So, and I even said, again, a battle that I fight that you guys don't see. I'm pretty sure I made the head of payouts mad. Because I said, how are people supposed to defend their improper, what they think is their improper denial? He said, well, regardless of what Janelle, I see your message. He said, well, regardless of what John said in the video, there's nothing in place. There's no proper system in place for people to appeal denials. I said, so what you're saying is John lied? Because all he did was talk about how people needed to get this software to appeal their denial. He said, I'm not saying that. Don't put words in my mouth. He said, I'm just saying that rules change. And he said, I brought up something. Then he lied and said, no, the reason why he suggested that people get the software is so that people can keep up with it themselves, so that people know what they're doing and not doing in regards to trading. I said, that's a lie. That man said for 5 minutes straight, if you think you had an improper denial, prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. Go get this software. Prove us wrong. Prove us. Again, battles y'all don't see. Them people are so mad at me in that old Apex mod chat with the admins and the staff that half of the time when I say things, y'all, I get ignored. I'm basically the mad black woman because I just speak up about everything. I don't give a shit. I do. But people think I'm just a mod who just shields for Apex. I'm not that person. One day y'all gonna figure it out. Good morning, Traders Chick. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. You really don't like them. I got you. Yes, Mike. They still pay out more than any other. They paid out $300 million last year. And go calculate how much they paid out after the March. We need to get rid of these 85,000 PAs. They paid out $270 million after that. Go look at how much they paid after the 3,000 trader rug pull in May. They paid out $300 million, people. $20 accounts with one prop is ill-advised. I mean, if you got 20 with one prop, but you got some elsewhere, that's fine. You have people who think that if you have 20 accounts and you withdrawing, that they're going to deny your payouts. Some of y'all need to go into the Facebook group. There are people who are habitually getting paid out on 20 accounts with no problem. Only firms I trade with are Apex, Tradeify, and TPT. Yeah, Apex and TPT for me for sure. I don't know if I would ever be a customer of Tradeify though. I don't even know about the 3.0 stuff. They're on my scam list after that. See what I mean? So KellyAnn, you mean to tell me that no matter what they do in the future, they're never coming off your scam list? Ever? Today wasn't easy. Yeah, Trader is shake. I was talking about that earlier. I don't like the days where we have a day off in the middle of the week. That next day, I just don't like it. I feel like the volatility and the way that it's like not consistent patterns that I'm used to seeing because we were closed the previous day. So it's like all the volatility and volume from the previous day and today, it's like it just all combines and it just turns into wacky price action for me. And mainly because I don't get the pullbacks that I need to be able to get into the trend. When you look at the time-based candles, it looks great. You got these big moves up and down, but there's really no pullback. There's nothing for me to be able to get into. You pretty sure John always lies? I'm not a fan of John. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like people who are very dismissive, like how he was like, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, just keep trading. It's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. And, you know, when he says, oh, you know, if you breach the rule one time, it's okay. You're not going to get denied. Yes, people did get denied on a breach one time. Now, do I think it was purposeful? No, I think that, first of all, I've always said Apex's right hand don't know what the left hand doing. John will say one thing and the staff is like, how? There's things that John said publicly when Apex 3.0 was coming out and the staff had no idea what the hell that man was talking about. So yeah, he was smoking weed in that meeting, some kind of pen he was it was probably you have some vapes that have weed in it. 4K traders are paid on average a month, and we saw they had what's the statistics on that? 4K traders are paid on average a month. Oh, the statistics about the 85,000 PA accounts. If you go look at Nutty's video, oh, you know what? I just posted it in Discord. Don't you worry, KellyAnn, I got you. Let me go open up Discord because I took a screenshot of the payouts. I said I was going to do this earlier anyway, before you even came on the stream. Because I posted it, I think it was last night. Here. All right, let me save the image. And we're going to open it up so I can zoom in on the stream. Make this go away. All right, so I want to make sure it's big enough for you guys to see. Okay, so the meeting was in March, right? The meeting about needing to do something about the 85,000 PAs. And it looked like it was in March because based on the picture that you show where he put the box around the 85,000 PAs in March of 2024, right? So according to the video, John needed to do something about it, right? These are the payouts. So from February to March, you had 3,200 more transactions and payouts. They paid out double the previous month. This is when they saw hypergrowth, because this is the other thing. Some grace needs to be given to Apex because Apex hit a wall of hypergrowth and did not have the staff to manage it. Y'all have to remember, when Apex was running Apex Investing for all those years, my friend knew about Apex Investing like in 2014 or something. They always had a small staff. And Daryl seems pretty frugal. So they had a pretty small staff starting Apex, and, you know, they kind of kept pushing the limits until they reached hypergrowth. When you are a company, as a former business owner, when you are a company and you are not prepared for hypergrowth, there is a lot that can go on. And there is a lot of things that you have to do structurally to make sure your company does not fail. Okay? So 3,200 more transactions from 13 million in payouts to 25 million. All right. Now, when you talk about the rug pull of 3,000 traders in May of 2024 that made Leo and Martin so mad that they wanted to go and start another company, did Apex deny their payouts? Yes. Was DCA already in the PA agreement and the FAQ? Yes. Again, I looked. My PA from March of 2024, it was in there. Was it heavily defined? No, but it was in there. Okay. So you had the rug pull that you call it, that they call it. They did not shut these people's accounts down. They did not take the profit out of the account. All they said was, hell no, y'all need to trade better. Look at the data from May to June. They rug pulled in May, but you have 4,000 more transactions and you had $10 million more paid out the following month. Why are we calling this a rug pull? That's the only question I have. Why are we calling this a rug pull? Because some of those traders still got their payouts the following payout cycle. It's not a rug pull. They wanted to do something about 85,000 PAs. They didn't do shit. The payouts doubled. What are we talking about? And then the following month, it stayed stagnant at the same 25 million. But when you look, that was kind of like, they didn't always grow every single month. You had certain months where it was pretty much about the same, and then they grew, and then it was pretty much about the same, and then they grew. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I'm still on. I might as well trade. Hell no, trenches. My strategy show 10-15. That's it, baby. We ain't going back in there. If they get sold to reputable people, you would consider. You getting paid out on 20 accounts, no issues. Exactly, Christy. A lot of people are. Could have been April, I don't know. But you made a good point. They could have announced that they were going to enforce the DCA rule in advance. They could have, but guess what? They didn't. Hey, no more DCA. Y'all denied. Stop trading that way. And that's that. But the thing is, KellyAnn, how do you fault the company for now having the staff to enforce it versus faulting the traders who knew you couldn't trade that way, but you still did it? Who's at fault here? Is it really the company or is it the trader? Because guess what? The people who were following the rules, who were not DCAing into oblivion, they weren't affected. If you knew that was the rule, but you was making money off of it, because you had people that was like, well, I was still getting paid. I was still getting paid. Okay, but you knew it was against the rules. So where in this equation do the traders take accountability and responsibility for what they're doing? Again, do you have people that was caught in crossfire? Yeah. Like this probation for live. I don't even want to get into that shit. That shit irritates me. It does. Ugh. I don't even want to talk about that. But some of this other stuff that you are like so focused on, like trader responsibility is still a real thing. That's all I'm saying. Read the chat real quick. Girl. Kage, what? What, man? Oh, let me go see. Yes, the answer is yes, Kage. No, it's not a false alarm. Unless I can't, wait. Oh, you know what? It might be a false alarm. I actually think that it's Discord that's messed up right now. Not you came here. Go read the chat. Yeah, I think it's Discord is down. Why am I wasting my breath? Traitorous chick. I love, let me tell y'all something. I love a good debate. But I'm a very logical and analytical person. So there's only so far I can go with the debate because you have to come with logic and facts and like statistical data. That's all I ask. I'm not going to sit here and debate opinions. Whatever you think, however you feel, no, we're not going to do that. Do I know how much was owed in May of 2024? No, but if you want to send it to me, you can. Sure, go ahead. Was the profit based on the lawsuit? Did it show that it could cover it or what? But either way, again, we say, if it would have made them insolvent, what are they supposed to do? You want them to just pay everybody out and shut down like FTT? Oh shit, they shut down and didn't pay nobody. Profit Trade shut down, didn't pay a damn soul. So what do you want them to do, KellyAnn? As a business owner, take away you being the trader, take away you being for the trader, take away all that shit. As a business owner, you tell me what you would have done. Please. And let's not forget that John posted the proof that a lot of the people who had the biggest accounts in Apex around that time, if I'm not mistaken, he showed it was April. They were all people who DCA'd into oblivion. He showed that. If you didn't watch the video, go watch it. Hey, Mike. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. But no, he showed that. Because remember, he showed how every day he goes to look who has the highest balances in their accounts to see, hey, wait, where these names just come out of nowhere? Like, I look at this list every single day. I'm looking for people to possibly take live. Who are these people? And if you want to see a live trader, go look in the Facebook group. His name is Jeremy Haynes. I remember him when he first started posting in the group. I think his account right now is a newer account because I remember him specifically because I remember his profile picture. He's a live trader. He was on the live probation and got sent to live, and he makes very good money. I think his last withdrawal in December was $200,000. But anyway, yeah, he showed how, hey, out of nowhere is these people, and then all of these same people all lost their accounts on the day that NASDAQ just dropped. Why? Because they all DCA'd into oblivion. They kept just hitting buy and it never recovered. If you were a business owner, a prop firm, and you truly wanted to send people live, I'm not saying Apex does, I don't really give a damn. But if you were a prop firm owner and you wanted to send people live, and you see that this particular way that people are trading, you could have had all those people in live accounts and everybody would have lost your money in the same day. And if I want to put people live, do I not want to create rules in the sim environment where if you are trading well in the sim environment with these rules, now I can take you live? I personally would never want to fund somebody who DCAs into oblivion. We're not doing that. I think it's ridiculous. I had a Forex bot that did that martingale shit, and I didn't care how much money I made with it. Once I saw what it was doing, I said, oh, absolutely not. We out. I can't. Excuse me. Hey, Austin. That was the first time they showed the stats. He lies. KellyAnn, he showed the okay. So you can get information from a whistleblower with screenshots of a back office software. But when John posts the back office software, it's a lie. This is where we will never click there. We will never click there because you cannot sit here and tell me that you will take screenshots from one person who went and started another company, but you won't take screenshots from another person who was part of the same company. You cannot do that. And this is why people have an issue with your bias. This is why, again, I don't really like that man, but I'm not finna sit here and not take his proof, but take the proof of Leo and fucking Martin. What? John, I want my cake and you. I swear, I just met you yesterday and now I see you have your own channel. Cool. Hey, technical trader, I do. The video doesn't lie. Good morning, HC. KellyAnn. Okay, You're talking about this video of this web conference. Again, regardless of what John said on the video about whatever he wanted to do with the 85,000 PAs, because he knew that if everybody got paid out, they would be insolvent. Or I can't even say he knew. Maybe that's what he thought. Data. So are you going to say that now this data is a lie? Data. Data shows you that whatever he was saying while he was smoking that weed pen or whatever he had in that pen that made you think that he was high, whatever he said, did it come to pass? No. $3,200 more transactions, 12 million more dollars in payouts in the exact same month. Said Nutty isn't trading, so she needs to go engagement farm. Alex, I was done trading. Where is Nutty? I was totally looking for him. Go back to FTT. Oh, shit. Let's get Nutty. Y'all are crazy. I don't trust any data Apex passes. What? I can't. I literally can't with you. I literally cannot with you. Okay. Let's play a game. So the Top Step payouts that gets posted automatically in the Top Step Discord, the payout channel. Do you trust that? Because if that's the case, we shouldn't trust any data that any company puts out, because guess what? You're not the owner and you don't see the back end of anything. But at the same time, let's take it back. If you don't trust the data that Apex puts out, right? Why would you trust Leo and Martin? Because was the technology that was built, was it not built by Leo? So the data that has to be being pushed out had to be created by Leo, right? So why do you trust him? Why? Okay, Apex sucks. Why are you trading with them? Because they don't suck to me. And if you look up there, I also am trading with 2 other companies too. Let me tell y'all something. The Apex rules don't affect me. I'm a micro scalper. She just wants the clicks. I've seen too many hurt traders to ever like Apex. KellyAnn, I don't want you to like nobody you don't want to like. Guess what? Because in real life, you cannot force me. I got cousins that I don't like, and you cannot force me to say hi to them, hug them, hang out with them, nothing. You don't have to like nobody. I just ask that if you are going to be somebody who's going to be a reporter of news in the prop firm industry, that you do not allow your bias to not have you reporting from both sides. Because again, if you don't trust the data that you see right here on the screen, then you shouldn't trust Leo, because he was the one who provided the technology for the data to be spit out on the website for it to be scraped so that we can look at the damn payouts. Other side. Technical trader. Now, Nutty might defend Apex. I'm going to tell you some technical trader. Me, I don't defend Apex. I don't own the company. I will forever say that. I'm not going to defend something I don't own. I don't know what those people are doing on the back end. But what I am going to do is look at data, look at analytics, look at facts and statistics. That's what I'm going to look at. That's all I care about. I don't care about nobody's opinion about anything. I don't. That is, I'll never like Apex unless they get sold to a reputable people. I really, honestly, if what Leo said is correct, that Daryl took a step back and John has been the one running everything. I honestly feel like if Daryl took back over and stopped riding his horses into the sunset, I think that, there's a lot that can be done. Absolutely. Because the reality is, like, who was that? Mike said earlier, they still pay out more than all these other companies. So what? I scamless any. You don't have to like a company, but that's different to say that it's a scam. Absolutely. More traders paid than hurt. Don't trust that either. Exactly, Austin. Christy just said she gets paid out on 20 accounts with no problem. So what? But again, her bias. She's never going to see beyond what she sees. I made an exception for FFF because that 3 points of revenue was super scammy. I think you put them on a strong do not recommend list. I mean, here's the thing though, KellyAnn, right? You are correct in what Jay Dunn said, and that they don't have Traders Evolve and whatever his trading whatever the hell the other company was. They don't have those anymore, right? And people were correct that you can't say that Top Step is okay for live trading, but they're not. I get that part. However, let's back it up. Even though they don't still have the signal service or whatever they're doing, is Danny still live streaming? Yes. Now, when you talk about Top Step TV, those aren't the owners of the company that's trading. Does the owner of Top Step trade the house account? Does he trade live on Top Step TV? Or are those different people, different traders that they've hired to be on there? That's two different things. It is a conflict of interest when you have the owner, co-founder, manager, whatever. When you have that person who is an owner of a prop firm who is live trading, that is a conflict of interest. Because you know that people are going to follow you. And if we know the history of prop firms and how they're not really looking for profitable traders, who's to say that Danny, those couple of times where he been losing all this money, who's to say he didn't do that shit on purpose? Because the only people that's really in his prop firm are the people who came from their signal service, whatever they had before. Let's be real here. I don't know anybody who's trading with FFF who they weren't already connected to them from that. So it is a conflict of interest, and it is a problem. Top Step is live streaming, but the owner of Top Step isn't. He was trading the house account last January. I watched him do it. So he did it in last January. How many times has he done it since then? Joom here. Oh, Lord. Wait, let me go back. Sorry. The date on the screen does not account for people that were shut out. Chris, you are absolutely right. It does not. But because it doesn't account for that, we don't know how many people were shut out. And again, if you're talking about the people that was shut out from the live probation, we ain't even gonna talk about that, because that's a whole nother video within itself. I'm probably gonna come out with a Dear Apex video. It'll probably be not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday, because there's a lot of things that I say, like, just periodically in different videos. That live probation crap, But yes, we don't know how many people were denied, but still the facts of how many people were approved are still there. So you still have to take that into account. You don't trust a prop firm, make your own account. Exactly. Also habitually pays out more than other firms. Exactly. You're not going to scam list Top Step. You shouldn't. Passport evals today, now up to 9 VAs. But I see the pieces of the puzzle with Apex, and when you put them together, it's not good. And that's okay. But guess what? See, technical trader, you can not like okay, so let's say, for instance, with FTT, right? Bad example. But there were people like me, once I saw that he was saying nigga, you would never get no money from me. Now, you had people that was like, well, I'm black and no, it wasn't the black people. It was the white people who said they had black friends who didn't care. Well, first of all, your black friends are 20 and I'm 35. So we stand on business two different ways. And one person specifically asked me, but if you're pulling out more money than you put in, why do you care? Because in me trading with them and publicizing it, I'm helping to bring more traffic to their company, which is putting more money in that CEO's pocket. And he think I'm a nigga. And not only do he think I'm a nigga, he think that I'm on food stamps. Because that's what he said. When he thought the person texting him was black, he said, lawyers don't take food stamps, nigga. So guess what? I stood on business. When I looked at all the other pieces of the puzzle, it didn't look good. But guess what? It didn't look good from a standpoint of they looked like they was insolvent quick. And they were. When I look at Apex, hey, I don't like some of the things that they do. Absolutely not. And some of the things that they do as a business owner, I wouldn't do that shit. But it doesn't make me, if Apex ever did anything where I was like, all right, hands down, you have no morals, no ethics, no values, I would be out of, y'all wouldn't see me promote. I don't even promote Apex. You see the code going across, you see it on my thumbnail because that is the main prop firm that I trade. You see, I trade with them, and that's that. Get your money. If you don't like Apex and you don't care really, get your money and go. It's fine. There's no problem with that. Never been denied a payout. I've gotten like 10. Hold on, let me see. Hey, Cayenne. Good morning. Someone said Danny was wearing a shirt and acting professional in his live stream. Probably because your video. You said the boy was either naked or shirtless, trading in a middle school hallway, and that's exactly what it looked like with his glasses on. Fuck FFF. Period. Was audited and Apex checked out fine. If you find that saying, send it to me. You have 40 ready. Exactly. He rug pulled. Like, at the end of the day, KellyAnn, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people don't trust your judgment anyway because you put them on your scam list. Then Scott said, oh, things are going to be better. You took them off the scam list. You got back with them just for you to, girl, that man didn't change because he said one little sorry. This is why I don't understand why you are so hell-bent on Apex apologizing to somebody for fucking what? Scott apologized. And he still rug pulled $10 million and then still got the company shut down because the $10 million wasn't enough because he was so damn stupid that he didn't realize that the way his company was set up, it was never going to work properly. Ever. Again, statistics, data. You can look at other companies and tell the way that he set it up, it wasn't going to work. But because he said sorry, it was okay. Why do you want an apology so bad? Good morning, Anthony. Welcome. I didn't see it was 41 of y'all. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Austin. Yeah, they were bullies at that. Like, they were crazy. And I get it. Like, we are not in the age of like super uptight, professional, suited and booted. We're not, but that was extreme. What Danny did was extreme. I don't care if you in your early 20s, mid 20s. I don't care how old you are. That was extreme. He did not have to be racist. And he only apologized because my video got a lot of views. It was going viral on Twitter as well. Different people making, y'all, let me tell y'all something. This man started putting his own name in his title of his lives because when you type in who is Danny Trades, my video pops up first. The video about him being a racist. Last time I checked a couple days ago, if you type in Funded Futures Family into YouTube, my video is first. So when you want to know about my Funded Futures Family, you're going to know that the CEO is racist before you know anything else about the company. He only apologized privately to people because of all the backlash that he got. The man quadrupled down on what he said. He knew what he was doing. He didn't care. Exactly, saying it's ridiculous. He lied about his college education. Chill, I didn't even know that. You and KellyAnn should go live for a show. KellyAnn actually suggested that a couple days ago. I just got a couple things that I have to do. But yeah. But KellyAnn, if we're gonna do this, you gotta come with facts, honey. We're not gonna talk about our opinions. I never trusted Danny before he started the prop firm. Yeah, and you know what? Technical, a lot of people feel that way about Brett. They don't trust him because of some of the things that he did, I think, in the crypto space or something. I don't know. I don't really know Brett like that. I know that I saw his live stream when I first started looking at live streamers. Alpine was the first one, then it was Nutty. I immediately turned off Patrick because he has way too much energy. I'm too laid back and he just drains all the energy I have. And I remember when I went into Brett's stream one day, child, he was bumping back and forth. I mean, some like crazy music. I said, click off. And I never watched him again after that. No offense to him, but too much energy. I can't. I can't. I shared. Oh, well, thank you, KellyAnn. He apologized. Exactly. That's the only reason he did. And then you apologize privately, but you said ching chong 4 times publicly. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's do a live release of the video on Thursday and debate it. For sure, I'm down. I think about it. Probably. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Yeah, technical Brett Simba. You see it on your channel first. I'm down. Hey, Squeeze. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Janelle and I lasted 5 seconds. Too much. Too much. KellyAnn, we could talk about it. Cause again, whatever you got, again, when I watched your video about it, you see all the comments that I made on your video had nothing to do with whatever you said. Cause I'm just waiting on you to post the video, and then we'll go from there. But again, regardless of what he says on the video, we gonna look at statistical data and facts. And you're not finna sit here and on that live stream say that you don't trust the payout numbers right there. Because until you have the proof from Leo, the man that you do trust, who created the technology to post these stats publicly, until you have proof from him that that data is not real, we have to use it. And if it's not real, that's all the more reason to not trust him, because he created the technology to push the data out. That's all I'm saying. But we'll talk about it. We'll think about it. We will. But this was a good stream, you guys. I was supposed to be gone an hour and 30 minutes ago. This is what you call the KellyAnn's syndrome. Because when I watch her and Nutty go back and forth, it's insane. But see, there's a difference between the conversation with me and KellyAnn and Nutty and KellyAnn. Totally different. Totally different. Feels like another month, like December. Sam, please don't say that. I cannot take another December. Please. I'm only down a little bit for the week though, and that's only across all 5 of the accounts. My leader account is break even, but my last trade today didn't copy to the followers because it TP'd in 1 second. So it didn't get copy. Otherwise, I would have just ended up break even across all the accounts for the week. How much Apex paid out? I care about the people that did not get paid out. Okay, KellyAnn. Hi, Applejacks. Welcome back. Not I left twice and came back. Brett was on the stream today pushing some code and doing giveaways. Yeah, I saw that he was promoting that Brett was going to be there. I think he invited Nutty too, but Nutty had to fly out, or he's flying out to Ohio today or something. I busted some stuff this week. It was rough. Yeah, I thankfully didn't bust any accounts, but I was so pissed off Wednesday because the account that's showing at the second Apex account, I was 1 trade away from passing the eval. So I basically kind of solidified my strategy finally last week or whatever. And so that account I started trading on the 31st. It was like right before I kind of solidified the majority of my strategy. And I decided like, all right, because I stopped trading my PA. I got a PA in March of last year, accidentally trying to fail it. And so I've been developing and tweaking my strategy from December 2023 to December 2024. It took me all this time because I'm micro scalping, and I'm not somebody who just looks at congestion and just gets in with a huge, negative risk to reward ratio. 18 ticks stop loss, 18 tick take profit. So it takes a long time of screen time and back testing and stuff to develop something like that. But anyway, so I decided to do 6 contracts per trade because once I'm in PAs and I'm just trying to build up more PAs, I plan to risk 25% of my account on every trade based on my strategy's edge. And so, in 2 of the accounts, one of the Top Step accounts and then the Apex account, I have made $2,000 in 4 trading days, if I'm not mistaken. And so I was 1 trade away on Wednesday, missed like 3 trades. Then the trade I actually took on Wednesday didn't even meet my rules. I was too zoomed in. I couldn't see it. And so that pushed me back. And then the loss that I took today actually was valid. But I have a feeling that once I go and I look later, I'm pretty sure it doesn't set up enough for me to keep it as a setup, just because I want to trade patterns that consistently paint in the market. And if I go through 2 months worth of data and it only set up like 5 times, well, that's not consistent. Like, because we've had all different market conditions, choppy, trendy, and I want to make sure that my strategy works in all of the different market conditions. So if it works well, if this particular setup and volume and order flow pattern works well in a trending market but not a choppy market, well, then we have a problem, because I'm not going to sit here and try to figure out which market we're in. I just want to be able to trade. So I got to fix that. KellyAnn and Keamber collab would be fire. We should debate and let you moderate. We're talking about it. You were rage trading. That's the one thing that I am very grateful that I've never done. I do not rage trade. I've never gone on tilt. They will tell you, some of my supporters have been watching me for the whole year, or about 9 out of the 12 months I've been on YouTube, and I've never, even when I was losing because of my strategy, I'm still putting it together, I never tilt, ever. That's the one thing that helps me. My problem was just my strategy, trying to fix it. Not my bust my butt in the snow, though. I'm weak. Gotta run. You too, KellyAnn. Enjoy your weekend. I can't wait for the data to come out in that video. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to run too, because I'm putting out a video on Sunday. Stay tuned. It's about risk management. The 4 biggest risk management mistakes most traders make, and I'm going to give you guys ways of fixing it, and it's going to be very practical ways. And one of the biggest ones with over leveraging, I have, like, listen, I got some tips for y'all, and I promise y'all it's gonna help. Is this my payout screen? Child, no. John, that's the payouts for Apex, because we were talking about KellyAnn's her interpreting things as rug pulls and things like that. And so I was showing her based on statistical data. It was not rug pulls. That's all. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. Thank you. Alpine getting a run for his money. No. I got the right link to the Apex. Oh, San, you can't post links in the chat, but send it to me on Discord, though. You have to let it go. Stop spamming. I'm weak. Kage. But yeah, and so I need to go edit this video, and I also have to journal for today. But I thank all of you guys for tuning in. Thank you, KellyAnn, for posting it so that people can come check out our debates. I will think about us doing the debate when her video comes out with the conference call from John and whatever he was trying to do with these 85,000 PAs. We're going to see. Not you do what you want. Not you fighting a bot. But yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. But yeah, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for those of you guys who tune in to watch me trade and not debate KellyAnn. But you guys have a great weekend. Be safe, and I will see you guys Monday. Bye.